Everybody talks about OpenAI, everybody talks about Anthropic, everybody talks about Google, but almost nobody is talking about the company's make model actually usable. Today, we are talking about SiliconFlow. So SiliconFlow is a Chinese AI infrastructure startup that's becoming one of the easiest and cheapest way to access dozens of the world's best AI model through a single API. And honestly, this could end up one of the most important AI infrastructure companies you've ever heard of. Okay? All right. So we are here on websites, on SiliconFlow websites. So what's SiliconFlow? SiliconFlow isn't another company trying to build the smartest model. They are building the infrastructure layer. Um, it's quite the same as what they do with AWS or of OpenAI models. So they have several, they deploy GPU, and you just choose the model between all of the models inside their GPU. Okay, and what's good here is that you have access to a lot of model and to a lot of model which are much cheaper than the ones you see in the Western. So like Anthropic and OpenAI Codex are like $5, $6 per input. On here, all of the models you have here like Longcat, Z.ai, Moonshot, NextAGI, DeepSeek, Qwen, Moonshot, Tencent. All of them are like 7, 8 times cheaper than the one you have on Anthropic and OpenAI. And another thing, you don't need to install all of them. You don't need to go all of them, and you don't need to have it on your computer because most of them are um, open source. So you need to have it on a computer, you need to have GPU. You don't need all of this. They handle everything. You choose a model. So you want to choose, yeah, let's go for Longcat. You choose Longcat, you run it, and you just pay by token. It's much, much, much easier. Okay, what's the problem? Why it's important here? Well, the problem is every week, like really every week, there is a new AI model that comes out. DeepSeek, Qwen, Kimi, GLM, Llama. Maybe tomorrow another one, GPT 5.6. So you have to change model, you have to switch model, you have to do another account, you have to do everything, and you have to rewrite all your infrastructure every 2 weeks. Uh, you don't just maybe you want to swap models, maybe you don't want. That's what SiliconFlow is solving. You have one API for all of the models. And so if you want to do like, for example, if you want to do like really easy task with a small model, you can do it. And then you can do a more complicated task with a bigger model. And doing that in just one simple API call, not doing everything and not dealing with all of these any models. Okay, what's the real business here? Most people think AI is becoming a winner takes all market. I actually think it's the opposite. Uh, you don't use one AI to do everything because, like for example, if you use Fab, the new model of Claude, it's super great. It's awesome. It's working perfectly, but it's super expensive, and you don't need super expensive things for tasks which are okay. So coding, you have some things. Reasoning, you have some things. Vision, you have things. For just chatbot and just talking about everyday life, you have some things. And so that's why you have everything here. That's why you put everything here. Um, Another thing that is important and that you can't consider and you need to consider is the speed. Because you need speed and because actually a model is quite long to talk, you have the talking part each time you ask something. So you have inference. Um, if you train a model, it goes much, much, much quicker and especially important for like customer services. If your customer services is like 15, 20 seconds between each request, it's super long. It's not really good for the users. So having something which is super powerful, which is trained for it, it's become great. So just think of it. Just think of SiliconFlow like an AI supermarket. Like you have all of the models. You can find companies from all of the models, and you just choose the one you want. You don't need to go to each store to have it. You just go to only one store, only to a supermarket, and you have everything here. Why it's great and why it's better for China than everywhere else in the world. Um, China is not building AI models anymore. They are building, but not just this, they are building their entire AI stacks, models, infrastructure, inference, application, GPU, cloud service, and SiliconFlow is right in the middle of all of that ecosystem. If Chinese models continue to improve at this today pace, platform like SiliconFlow can become extremely valuable. Okay, if you just talk about, if you want to compare about OpenAI, because OpenAI is the most famous one, um, it's not actually the same. It's not actually the same. SiliconFlow is not replacing OpenAI. They are solving different models. OpenAI want developers to use OpenAI. SiliconFlow wants developer to use everything. It's not like it's model agnostic. It's not like I want a model. It's okay. This one is great for this. This one is great for this. So they are not replacing it. So so that's it for this company. That's quite interesting because it's not a sexy business. It's not like something shiny. It's not like yeah the next new model, next new things. But it's important. You need to have infrastructure and you need to avoid the war of models that you can see like everywhere on Twitter or on X, on LinkedIn. So that's why it's important, and that's why it's super great to find these kind of companies, um, especially using Chinese model, which are much, much, much cheaper than the one in the West. If you want to have a follow for them, they have a Twitter, SiliconFlow AI, a small company in Singapore. You have LinkedIn, you have Discord to have all of the updates. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon for a new video. Until then, have fun. Take care. Ciao, ciao.